What if some of the animals we declared extinct never actually disappeared? What if they just got really good at hiding? The Amazon rainforest covers over 2.7 million square miles of dense, thick, almost impenetrable jungle. There are parts of it that no human being has ever set foot in, and scientists are still discovering brand new species in there every single year. So here's the question that keeps researchers and explorers up at night. What if some creatures we think are gone are still out there, somewhere deep in that jungle, completely unbothered by the rest of the world? Today we're looking at some of the most fascinating animals that might still be alive in the Amazon, and some of these stories are going to genuinely surprise you. Let's start with one of the most talked about mysterious creatures in South America, the megatherium, also known as the giant ground sloth. Now when you hear the word sloth, you probably picture that slow, sleepy little creature hanging from a tree. Forget that image entirely. The megatherium was the size of an elephant. It stood around 20 feet tall when it raised itself up on its hind legs, and it weighed up to 4 tons. This thing was massive. It officially went extinct around 10,000 years ago. But here's where it gets interesting. There are indigenous tribes deep in the Amazon who have passed down stories for generations about a giant creature they call the Mapinguari. They describe it as enormous, covered in thick reddish hair, walking on the ground and leaving huge tracks behind. Some accounts even describe a powerful, unbearable smell coming from it. Interestingly, scientists have noted that Megatherium had a very tough, almost armored skin with small bones embedded in it, which could explain why, if it did survive, it would be incredibly hard to hunt or kill. Nobody has confirmed it. Nobody has caught one. But the stories haven't stopped either. Now let's talk about something that hits a little closer to the water, the Purosaurus. This was a prehistoric giant caiman that lived in South America millions of years ago. And when we say giant, we mean it. Purosaurus is estimated to have reached lengths of around 33 to 36 feet, making it one of the largest crocodilians to ever exist. It had an absolutely enormous skull and a bite force that researchers believe was one of the strongest of any land animal ever. Here's the thing about the Amazon River system: it is vast, dark, and largely unexplored in its deeper regions. Giant caimans still exist in the Amazon today. The black caiman can grow up to 16 feet long and is genuinely terrifying on its own. So the idea that something even larger could be lurking in the deeper, quieter parts of the river system isn't as crazy as it sounds. Local fishermen and river communities have reported encounters with crocodilians of unusual, almost unbelievable size for centuries. Could it be Purosaurus? Probably not. But could something closely related and much larger than what we officially know about still be surviving in those waters? That's a question worth asking. Here's one that's going to blow your mind a little. The Titanoboa. If you haven't heard of this creature, prepare yourself. Titanoboa was a snake. But not just any snake. It was roughly 42 to 46 feet long and weighed around 2,500 pounds. It lived about 60 million years ago in what is now South America, and it was the largest snake to ever exist on this planet. It went extinct long before humans arrived, so the chances of it still being alive are very slim. But, and this is a big but, the Amazon is full of anacondas. Green anacondas are already the heaviest snakes alive today, reaching up to 17 feet and sometimes beyond. And there have been persistent local reports from deep jungle communities about anacondas of truly extraordinary size, far beyond what science has officially recorded. Some researchers believe there could be undiscovered populations of giant anacondas living in the most remote stretches of the Amazon that we simply haven't documented yet. Not Titanoboa, but something pushing the boundaries of what we think is possible. Let's switch it up and talk about a creature that feels almost mythical, the Thylacosmilus. This was a saber-toothed predator that lived in South America and went extinct roughly 3 million years ago when big cats migrated down from North America and outcompeted it. It looked similar to the famous saber-toothed tiger, but was actually more closely related to marsupials. Long curved fangs, powerful built to take down large prey. Indigenous stories from various Amazon communities describe a large, mysterious cat-like predator with unusually long teeth that doesn't match any known species alive today. Now, could this just be a jaguar seen in unusual circumstances? Maybe, but jaguars have been studied extensively, and their teeth don't come close to what some of these descriptions talk about. It's one of those stories that sits right at the edge of believable and makes you want to know more. And here's one more that we absolutely cannot skip: the glyptodon. Picture an armadillo. Now make it the size of a small car. That's essentially what the glyptodon was. This creature was a massive armored mammal that roamed South America and went extinct around 10,000 years ago. It had a huge domed shell made of hundreds of interlocking bony plates, almost like a natural tank. It could grow up to 11 feet long and weigh around 2 tons, a prehistoric armored vehicle that walked around eating plants. Now here's the connection. Armadillos, the glyptodon's smaller modern relatives, are still found throughout South America today. But indigenous communities in remote parts of the Amazon have described encountering armadillo-like creatures far larger than anything officially recorded. No confirmed evidence exists. But in the Amazon, the impossible has a funny habit of turning out to be completely real. Here's the thing that ties all of this together. The Amazon is not just big, it is almost incomprehensibly big. Every single year, scientists announce newly discovered species that were completely unknown to the outside world. In 2024 alone, researchers were still cataloging hundreds of new species from the Amazon region. If entirely new species are being found regularly, then the idea that something large and thought to be extinct could still be hiding in there isn't pure fantasy. It's actually a conversation that real scientists take seriously. We've declared animals extinct before, only to find them alive and well later. It's happened more times than most people realize. These rediscovered animals even have a name: Lazarus species, named after the biblical figure who came back from the dead. The Amazon keeps its secrets well. It always has. And maybe that's exactly the point. Some of these creatures may be gone forever, but some of them just maybe are still out there, deep in the green, waiting to remind us that we don't know this planet as well as we think we do. The jungle doesn't give up its mysteries easily. And honestly, that's what makes it so incredible. If this video gave you chills, smash that like button and subscribe, because we've got plenty more stories like this coming your way. Drop in the comments which animal you think might still be out there. We'd love to know.